All right, guys, welcome back to the Go Get Outside YouTube channel. Behind me today, we have the new addition to the channel. We have the Bass Tracker. It's 2004 PT 185. It's a special edition. I just got it. It needs a few things, but I'm really looking forward to getting it out on the water, and I think this channel is going to have a lot of fun with it. So stay tuned, and there's going to be a lot of upgrades coming. So the boat's got a 90 horse Mercury two-stroke on it. It came with this dolphin tail. I think I might take this off. It's a little better for planing off, but it's I've already bought a couple upgrades for it that we're going to be putting on later. But it's got a pretty good amount of storage for being such a small boat. It's got a live well here. I don't have the divider for it, but both the in and out pumps work. It's got storage in here and on the other side. The seats are really nice on this boat, but all the carpet has been ripped out of the boat and it's been repainted with this kind of tacky, I don't know, rough material, but it's pretty good about, you're not going to slip on this stuff, so that's good. It's got carpet still here. It's got storage underneath the seats, but yeah, moving on to the front. Well, actually, the dash, it's in pretty good shape. All the buttons work. I've got an old Humminbird fish finder for it that I'm going to end up moving up to the front. And we're going to be putting that Garmin unit on that RAM mount right here. So I'm looking forward to that. And it's got the side imaging too, so that should be awesome. Then in here I've got like just two rod lockers. I'm just using this one for storage and that one for my rods. And then I've got like an area for my tackle. And then another one for just another storage that's pretty deep. But we're going to be, this is just the boat as it is right now. This is how I bought it. It's got a kind of a cheap trolling motor on it, but it does push around. I have taken it out twice just to run it and see, but this is how the boat came whenever I bought it. And so we're going to be upgrading it and making some changes, making it a little better. So all right, guys, so in no particular order, we have a collection of things here that we're going to be putting onto the boat. I've already got all my tackle loaded up in the boat, and everything fits, so that's good. But I'm going to be going through all the things, the upgrades that I've done, or that I'm planning on doing in this video. And then these are all the things I bought so far, so everything's in. But I've been thinking about eventually upgrading trolling motors, maybe putting a power pole, and getting a second Garmin fish finder. So those are things that might come in the future, but for now, these are all the upgrades that I'm doing. All right, guys, so first I want to go over the old fish finder that came on the boat. So this is it. It's like a 4-inch Humminbird that's got side imaging and down scan and the like traditional sonar view. It just kind of clicks right into this and rides right there, but now I want to show you the one that I'm going to replace it with. So I bought this off a guy on Facebook Marketplace. It's a 7-inch. It's the same one that we have on our skiff up there, but that's a 9-inch. So I got the 7-inch for the bass boat. This is what it looks like. These are pretty awesome fish finders. They're super user friendly. Anyway, side imaging, and this is a chart plotter, so you can it's got pretty good contour lines and everything. So I'm looking forward to putting that on there. And then I'll be using this RAM mount. It's not RAM mount brand. It's a Scotty brand. But it's essentially just a RAM mount. And I'm going to mount it right there where that Humminbird is. And then I'll have that. And I'm going to move this fish finder up to the front right there so that I can see how deep it is while I'm fishing. The second thing that I'm going to do to the boat is with this sea deck. And so this front deck here is plywood, but it's pretty rough. It's kind of hard on the feet. I'm thinking about replacing this, but if it's good whenever I flip it over, then I'll just leave this and I'll just turn it. And but either way, we're going to end up hydroturfing this. And I went with this green camo to kind of match the green of the boat. But yeah, I should have plenty of this. I'm thinking about doing just this whole deck, possibly this compartment here, and then maybe that step right there. That's just an added step that's plywood also. So I think I might add, if I have extra of this, to there. Oh, but I am also going to peel this up. This is kind of old. So I'm gonna peel this up with a gasket scraper and put down the camo turf there too. I think it'll look really cool. So the last thing is something that I already had off an old bass boat, but this is just a transom saver. So right now we're just riding just as it is, and just it's kind of beating up on the transom. It's not real good for it. So all I've got to do is just grind that down on the trailer right there, and then take this little head thing out, and the pole should fit right over that thing, and then I'll have a transom saver. But I've still got to do that. So this is going to be put on the boat as well. Guys, I'm not going to be filming any of these upgrades, but I'm really looking forward to getting them done. I'll let you know what the boat looks like whenever I'm finished with all of them, but I'm really excited to have this, and I'm looking forward to tearing up some fish. So it's been a couple weeks now, and we've been working on the boat. We got everything installed, and have had a chance to use it a couple times. Now let's see everything after it's been installed. So starting at the front, the first thing is this hydroturf that we did. So I pulled the black mat up and did the hydroturf here. I did the hydroturf decking with the new plywood, and I also did hydroturf in the back, which we'll look at in just a minute. The other thing that I did on the trolling motor was kind of rewired a little bit. We had to solder behind this attachment here, and so I took the graph that was originally mounted on the console, and I put it up here. And this is the smaller Humminbird that we have, and then we also have the Garmin unit mounted. So I mounted the ram mount, and then here's the Garmin unit right here that we mounted, and everything's wiring. And I used it this morning whenever we were duck hunting to see where we were going, and it's worked great. I'm really happy with it. I'll share a picture. This is what it looked like whenever we were at the dam the other day, or by the causeway. I mean, there was a lot of crappie and a lot of fish. So the other thing that I did, it's kind of hard to see, are these lights in here. I got them installed, but I haven't wired them in yet. They kind of go underneath the gunnels. I got the switch put in, but I haven't just haven't wired it in yet. So the last part of the boat that we upgraded was the rear. We put this transducer on here. This is the GT 54, I think, or UHD 54 or something like that. It's the Garmin one, but I know that the number is 54. And then we drilled the hole out for this transom saver, and made this work so where we can go down the road easily. And I'm pretty sure that's everything that we did. There might be a few more upgrades coming, like a new trolling motor and maybe a power pole, but for now we're just gonna run it like this, and I'm really happy with it.